Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and another video. So I'm now 1 month into my direct funding account with Overview Funding. So I thought I'd give my thoughts on how I'm going for the first month, as well as proof of the actual payout as well. So it's also encouraging to see they're paying out. It was actually a really, really good process, no issues at all, have with them at all. They've also made some changes to their actual funding model since I've actually signed up, which is actually more beneficial for traders. So the model I signed up for was the scaling plan. So essentially, week 1 you got a 10% payout on profits, week 2 a 20% payout, week 3 30%, and week 4 40%. Now my plan wasn't to go too aggressive in the first 3 weeks and try and get the majority of the trading done in the final week. Now the problem I have at the moment is I'm actually not at home, I'm actually working remotely, so I haven't got access to all of my screens or the charting information, and it's been really difficult and challenging to actually trade. But I really want to give this a go and actually get some results out there. Trading on the phone is not my ideal preference, although I could have actually brought up the trading view chart on my Mac and be able to do the trades on my phone. But again, I was busy doing everything else and I still want to complicate it. So the actual trades I did were really, really small, and now see that as reflected in the actual output and results from the month. So when I signed up, I had a choice of going for a 26% payout or the sliding scale. Now I went for the sliding scale thinking that I would be able to do more in the last month, therefore get a better payout. And as it worked out, that was actually the right decision to make. So results were for week 1, I made a profit of $630, and therefore the payout to me was $63. Week 2, and this is where it gets a little bit confusing, is actually made a loss of $170. And as such, wasn't getting a payout of that. I was actually making a loss of 20% on that amount as well. So I actually made an overall loss that week of $34. Week 3, I made a profit of $177. Now on the 30% profit split, that actually then counteracted all the losses from the previous week, and I made an overall profit of $53. Now the big one for me was the final week, as I was going to do the big push, and I actually made a profit of $950, and therefore the payout from them was $380. So overall in the month, I made a profit of $1,580, with the overall profit split from all those 4 weeks being $462. Again, I agree that's not fantastic. When you're looking at overall return on the account, 1.5% is pretty poor when compared to what other people are doing. But as I said, I was trading on my phone. It's not ideal. That's not how I like to do it. And so when I get back home, I'm going to trade a much more consistent and better style. So every week I was getting emails from their support team saying how I'm doing, actually the profit and loss side of things. And on the final week, I just emailed them saying I'd like to take my profits out, gave my PayPal account, and next day I had the money come into the account. So from that side of it, the support and the actual process of getting payout was fantastic. Now, if I compare it to if I went for the straight model of 26% direct funding with them, I'd have actually been slightly worse off because I actually would have only got a profit split of $410. So I was actually better off doing the way I was doing it. But the big change in their funding programs over the past couple of weeks, which is a real shame because I got in probably a little bit too early, is they've actually now changed the models. So actually their lowest profit split is the 26%, whereas previously that was the highest. And now you actually have a direct funding with a 40% profit split straight out the gate. The costs are the same as what they would have been previously. So what I paid for the sliding scale, I could have actually got a 40% profit split. Unfortunately, I'm not able to upgrade. I have actually messaged their support team and said, okay, can I change that? And they said, no. The only way of doing that is to buying additional accounts. So what I'm doing at the moment is taking the profit. When you look at what I paid for the original account, I'm actually still slightly under, but I wasn't too worried about it. The first month for me was just making a profit and improving the payout. So next month I'll be back into a profit, and therefore I can actually reinvest that money back into buying more of their challenges to get up to their maximum of $300,000 held. So the only other thing to note is there are a couple of trading rules, and they're quite clear on the website, is you do actually have to trade 3 days out of the 7, so out of the week, three trading days. Again, I've gone in most of those days and just done quite small lot sizes, so again, just sort of ticking over the account. And also don't like to see a massive discrepancy in the lot sizes. So let's say I was just trading at half a lot, 1 lot all the way through, and the final week I went in at 50, 100 lots. Who knows what I could do depending on the leverage. That would be seen as a bit of a risk and a bit of a gambling side of it, and the account would be subjected to not paying out those ones. So just be careful if you are looking to sign up, read all the small print, look at how the trading styles work, and make sure it works for you. There's one other rule that says that you can't actually close out a trade within 1 minute. They don't deem that a valid trade. So very high speed scalping, or some of the EAs that people have out there and copy traders, wouldn't be allowed. And also, I found it a bit discerning when you actually look at some of the news trades. Let's say you're placing a buy order when a news announcement is going to come out, say interest rates or NFP. Typically you're going to get a very, very big burst or surge in the price of the currency, and you could theoretically go through your entry price and you'll take profit in a matter of seconds or less than a minute. Now, for me, that wasn't too much of an issue because I was generally working on swing trades over that period. But again, it's one of those small rules just to be aware of if you are thinking of signing up. So, as I've said before, so far my month has been fantastic with them. They've actually proved everything on their support side and their payout side. And I'll keep monitoring this and see how it goes over the next couple of months, and hopefully get some more accounts with them and build up the actual equity and some much better payouts. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.